Let's go. This morning, I woke up to the coldest house on the block. It felt like the North Pole up in here. I put on a sweater and then I put on a jacket just to say hotter than two sinners in church. Like, it's that cold in here. And to my surprise, I looked out my window and I saw that it's snowing outside right now. So I thought, why not go outside and enjoy it just for a little bit?
The next morning. A little longer than a few minutes later.
So good. So I just had to leave out of Barnes & Noble out of embarrassment. Let me tell you why. I've been walking around Barnes & Noble for 2 minutes and I did not notice that there was a stain on my shirt. Like a full avocado stain from the cafe that I just ate at. Whew. I brought a whole new shirt. Okay, cool. I will try to go into Barnes & Noble one more time. So lately, I've been thinking a lot about what the Korean lady was telling me in my previous video. If you haven't seen my video, I will link it down below so you can go check it out. So the lady, she made a suggestion that maybe I should watch more Korean dramas to help me with my Korean. She didn't say my Korean was bad, but was it horrible? Neither. So I thought that maybe I should start small. Maybe I should start from the numbers 1 through 5. So far, I've learned 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯. And in order for me to remember that, I had to put it in a rhythmic pattern, such as a song. So I came up with 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯. so. And the song goes like this. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯. That is how I learned how to say 1 through 5 in Korean. So right now I am going out to be social. I just threw something together. Let's go. I want to go here. I like how it spilled and it made a heart. Like, oh my god. It tastes so fresh. Like, this water tastes expensive. The lady said this is for the soy sauce, so I'm just going to pour some. Really good. No, thank you.
The bowl should be out right.
Thank you. I have a question. Are you guys open tomorrow or anytime this week?
Not Mondays, unfortunately. We're always closed on Mondays.
Thank you. I can eat this all day. She took away the spoon, so I have to like eat with these chopsticks, which is fine, but my hand is cramping right now.
Only because it's on Monday, otherwise you'd be open. So.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Can I go in here? Can't go there. so I can remember the moods. Yeah, because knowing me, like, I'll forget. Although the Moglo Cafe was not on my list, I really did enjoy the vintage scenery that it gave off. For the coffee, I would give it a 5 for the overall presentation. For the taste and balance, I would give it about a 6.5. It was toffee, and I never tasted a toffee coffee before. And for the overall of everything, I would give it a solid 6. The Switchback Cafe, I actually really enjoyed it. It's something that I've never seen before. It was kind of like one side it was very calming, relaxing, there was no music, and the other side there was music if you wanted to, just blur out the awkward silence. The matcha tea that I had, I would give it a presentation of a 10. For the taste and balance, I would give it a 6.5. So for the overall, I would give it a 7.5. For the toast, it was actually mesmerizing. I would give it a solid 8. For taste and balance, I would give it a 8.5. And for the overall, I would give it a 8.5. For the restaurant Sushi Roll, I actually stumbled upon it trying to find the actual restaurant my friend was telling me about. Sushi Roll was actually one of the most amazing places I've ever been before. / bar. For the meal in itself, presentation, I would give it a 10. For taste and balance, I would give it a 9.5. For the salmon, I will give it a 9.5. For overall, I will give it a 9.5. I don't usually do this, but for water, the water was actually tasteless. Like, it tastes like water. Like, it was just so good. And I would give that water a 10. I actually wanted to ask, can I get some water to go home with? Overall, the experience, the dining, the staff, I would give it a 10 out of 10. For the cafe, I bought a carbonara espresso coffee, and for the presentation of that, I would give it a solid 5. For the taste and balance, I would give it a 6. And for the overall, I would give it a 6.5. But that's not all that happened in that cafe. I actually stumbled into a older gentleman, and we had a quite interesting conversation. If you want to hear that, wait until the end of the video and I will give that story time. So after I left the cafe, there was another tunnel that went into a toy store, is where I actually bought this ring right here. Right now it says I am very calm, which is surprising because I'm talking to myself in front of a camera and people are going to be watching this. Okay, I went into a sandwich shop. In the sandwich shop, I bought curry soup, which is actually really good. It had coconut milk inside, which is alarming for me because I can't drink milk, so that was really good. For the presentation, I would give it a 6.5. For the taste and balance, I would give it a 7.5. Overall, for everything, I would give it a solid 7. So at the cafe, I was just relaxing in my own space in the corner, minding my business. I was actually getting ready to get up and leave, and I was stopped by this older guy. He was just like, "Hi, your hair is so pretty. I really love your outfit, your style. It looks really neat. He was telling me he's from Europe. Basically, I can see that he was trying to impress me. He was telling me that, oh, I have this business and my son is in this field of career. Now I'm thinking that he's trying to hook me up with his son. When he said that he wanted his son to have like an exotic experience, there's this thing that's going around. It's a trend of having like international couples or just experimenting with Western women. That was a red flag for me. The more into the conversation, I've noticed that he wasn't trying to talk about his son. He was mostly just talking about his business and just what he do for a living and all the charities and the people who he give money to. And that he was just showing me pictures of his statue called Nikki or something like that. And more he started talking about his business and himself. It seems more like he's trying to convey me. He offered to take me to a hotel. At first it came off like, hey, have you ever been to this hotel? It's called the Broadmoor Hotel. Now, me being me, when someone asks me that, I'm thinking that they're offering to take me to the hotel or they're trying to get in bed with me. It's something that I do not specialize in doing, but people who do that, I'm not gonna knock you, you know, that's what you do, but it's not something that I do. This hotel is mainly for like tourist attraction, for stuff like prostitution, just based off what I've heard. And I just told him, oh no thank you, you know, I'm not really interested. I don't, you know, really know you like that. And he started scooching closer and I scooched away from him. Me being me, I value my space and I do not like to be close to anyone who I do not know, especially a stranger. I value my space. After I denied him, he gave me his phone number. He wasn't trying to take no for an answer. So what I did was just to put his number in my notes so he could see like, hey, you know, like I took your number down, leave me alone kind of thing. And he proceeded to give me a hug as I was trying to get up and leave. And I just literally bolted in the other direction. I was just like, oh no, and I just took off. Like, I do not like being in situations like that. For some reason, it always seems to be, no matter where I go, I will enter these interactions. But it seems like every time I go out to try to be social, there's always a situation like that that happens to me. And it makes me very uncomfortable to know that people like that will always exist in this world. It's crazy. Like, all I wanted to do was to get out of my shell by attempting to go out and be social, and I was approached by a creep who just wanted to get me in bed. Stuff like this is very horrifying to me. It just makes me be more aware that I have to be more alert every time I go out, which is also, I want to adhere everyone who goes out on their own to notify someone just in case a situation like this happens or something worse emerges. The person who you tell can be able to help you, and also tell law enforcement and other people who can be able to help you out of that bad situation. With that being said, thank you so much for watching my video. I am Rylan and I will see you on the next adventure. Peace out.